going to let everybody into our Zoom room here. If you're watching this on Facebook, welcome, stick around. We're not actually monitoring questions here on Facebook though. So one of the best ways to interact and be live with us is to jump into the Zoom room. So the link is above this video. If you're watching this on Facebook, click on the link, come and join us live, come and hang out just like 27 of now 28 of our partners here with White Label Suite have done already. Amazing to see everybody. We've got Matthew here. We've got Steve and Dan. We've got RS Capital and Consulting. We've got Torsten. Hey, Torsten's journalist from Germany. Mike Quox here in the house. Katie's here, Chris is here, Voltaire's here, Leah's here. Wow, guys, so many people. Amazing to have you all with us. Some old friends, some new friends. Thank you so much for joining us. Today is a really cool masterclass. Normally what we have at this time of the week is a world expert, somebody from the furthest reaches of the planet coming in and teaching us their skills and systems. Today, you've got us, the three of us, the three founders of White Label Suite. Myself, I'm Walt, Johan's here, and Chris, my brothers in arms. We are the team behind White Label Suite, or part of it. So we are the guys that put this together. Of course, we cannot do this without the rest of our team, and there's almost too many of them to mention these days. But we've got Ebony and Brianna and Alex. We've got Heather. We've got Gleer and JR. We've got Nick. We've got so many of our team here here to support you guys as we're growing. So from all of us, thank you for being part of our world. We're going to exciting class today as we've just rolled out our biggest update to our lead generation tool since we opened the doors. And we're going to talk about how to turn leads into opportunities and what that means for everybody. And I am super excited to bring that to life with you guys. So let me just make Johan a co-host, and so that he's not muted sitting in the corner like he's already been bad and told off. Dude, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Very good. Everybody's commenting on Chris's light. I know. I'm so jealous. It looks so cool.
Chris has spent so much time on his light in the last week, and I actually thought he was being a little bit pedantic. I was like, dude, come on, man, get over yourself with this light. And then when he gets onto Zoom rooms and it just looks so freaking awesome, I've said, come and fly.
It was an accident. It was an accident. I just got this light and I turned it on and it just looks awesome. And that's the thing. It cost me like $50 on Amazon and everyone's commenting. I just got a message from an old friend today that we were in a Zoom 2 days ago together. They're like, hey, where'd you get your light?
Isn't that amazing? So it's like such a small amount of change and it gets so much attention.
No, do you know why? It's like a pattern interrupt, right? We're all on Zoom all day, every day. And it's all like, you know, seeing the bottom of someone's chin typically, or, you know, the top down or whatever. And it's just something different. And I just thought, because we did some demos the other day, and just the difference that it makes just to have something that's just a little more different, or just something that stands out, is huge. So
definitely,
guys,
it's so worth it, guys. Like, look at the difference it makes. It's absolutely amazing. Stas, is it a bar light? I think we need to do a masterclass on studio lighting. If you guys saw our,
it is this little thing right here.
Wow, there you go.
It's exciting.
This is like seeing behind the curtain. This is like, you know, seeing the magician's tricks right now. It's pretty
I feel
cool.
like a YouTuber. I just watched all
these. I love it. Chris was sending me all these YouTube videos of like how this guy set up his studio. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. But now I'm seeing the results. It's pretty cool. All right, guys. So we are going to, let's not talk about lights for too much longer. We're going to talk about leads. Who's interested? Anyone? Anybody want to talk about leads?
Me. Let's go.
So we're going to have some fun. I've got a bit of an agenda to walk through. And today, thankfully, it's not going to be all me. Whew. Great, thank goodness for that. So we're going to have a couple of different things that we're going to walk through with us, and we're going to kind of run this panel style. So we want to actually make this, I guess, a little bit more interactive with the three of us. You guys get to ask questions, talk about some opportunities that are coming up, and make sure that we keep this interactive and entertaining for you. So I'm going to start, let me just roll off the agenda here. And I do have this. Let me see if I can share my screen. I do have this on a PowerPoint, but just more than anything to keep me on track. So our agenda is why we're all here, right? The wins and the losses from us over the last little while, what we've changed as a result of those losses, the new version, what we just released 48 hours ago, and you know what it's all about, why we did what we did with that new version. And then we're going to show a bit of a walkthrough. So we're going to show the new version. We're going to talk about the new features and some of the things for you. Then we're going to talk about what that means for you as a business, what you can do with this tool and how to move that forward. And we're going to showcase how to do a demo. And then we're going to talk about strategy. So we're going to end this call with what does it mean now for you as a business? How can you take this forward? And how can you have actionable steps from today's masterclass that you can then use to grow your business. Does that sound like a pretty cool agenda? Is everybody okay with that? Just let me know. Give me a 1. See if that's okay for everybody.
Thank you.
All right, cool. If there's anything else that you'd like us to cover, we do have our daily Q&As. So every single day in the White Label Suite, we are live with Q&A, open Q&A, ask anything you like. And you can always catch us on a Q&A call. The link there is whitelabelsuite.com/office hours. Bookmark that one. Let me just drop it into the chat box here, office hours. You can bookmark that link. Come and join any of those calls. If we can't get to questions today, please make sure to drop in on those Q&As as we are there all the time. So let's kick off with why we're all here. And again, we're going to do this panel style with Johan and Chris and me talking less. Johan, when we're talking about creating leads, like I don't think there's a business on the planet that doesn't respond to the "we need more business" path, right?
Exactly. As soon as you ask them that question, they're just like, yes, please. I go, well, let's talk about your ideal client. And by the time, most of the time, like I've literally uploaded my live sales calls into the group. You'll see me go, okay, cool. Who's your ideal client? Which city? Where? And then we'll go and we'll do a search and they're like, that's my client. That's my client. So automatically they have proof in their brains that, hey, this obviously has to work. He's already got all my clients up there. Cool. I'd like 1,000 more.
It's a weird thing, isn't it? Like, no matter what a business does, and it's interesting from an agency point of view, that no matter what we do, the purpose is to generate business, right? So like, it doesn't matter whether you're an SEO expert or you build WordPress websites or you're the guy that does reviews, whatever it is that we do as agencies, it all boils down to more leads, right? So Chris, as a coming into Comment Suite, coming in as our collective, like you came in as our lead gen guy. Like you said to me before, if you lost everything tomorrow, you'd just do lead gen. Like, is that something that you still stand by?
Yeah, absolutely. So I often tell people, especially when they're coming into White Label Suite agency owners, I say, if I lost everything, like I would take our system, I would run cold email, and I'd probably do it as a service instead of selling it as a SaaS. I know that might be a little contradictory to what we're all trying to do, but hey, like you can make a lot more money charging as a service, right? And it means that you have to get to less people to make the sell to. And, you know, it's not too much work with our system. It's literally, we just basically take the system and we get to benefit from the one-click install of the snapshot and the one. And I mean, if you want me to go into it, essentially, it just makes sense, right? It's like, because I used to sell as part of my agency, do media buying, and you know, done over $1 million on Facebook ads spend, right? And run a lot of ads, Google ads, you know. And the thing is, like, people all need that. They know that they need that. Businesses know they need it. But with something that people aren't really advertising in this is this cold email and prospecting and warming up and nurturing. And it just makes so much sense to go to a business owner and say, look, and instead of talking about your actual software, like your SaaS product, you say, I'm going to find 1,000 of your ideal clients. I'm going to email them as you 3 to 6 times, right? I'm going to do all the following up. I'm going to do the introductions for you. And as soon as they respond, I'm then going to tell you straight away so that you can get on a call with them or you can book them. And I'll do this for $2 per person. All that work, find them, email them, nurture them. $2 a person per month. And it makes sense, right? And now as soon as you go 1,000 clients, that's $2,000 a month, right? Ask him, maybe I'll do it for 500 clients. Cool, $1,000 a month, right? It just makes sense. So yeah, you asked me what I would do. That's what I would be doing if I had to start again.
I think lead gen, like as a service, if you become a lead generation specialist, that skill set will be recession proof. Like, let's face it, we're just about to come into tough times. There's not a person on the planet that hasn't heard or seen that or felt it. But lead gen as an industry is recession proof. Like, Johan, you know, in terms of the work that you've done with big companies over the last 10 years and doing incredible strategy weekends, it's all been driven by leads, right?
100%. And at the end of the day, the amount of leads that are coming into your business, because when we talk to any business, actually, I'll give you a quick little example. I got a haircut. Looks pretty good, right? My barber nearly wanted to pay me $3,500 by the time I got my haircut, right? Now that is a little bit clickbaity, but guess what? I'm sitting in the chair and I asked him, I go, hey, dude, what's your plans for the business? Because his business, literally, there's people lining up outside the door. I go, what's the plans for the business? He's like, I'd love to sell it in 3 years. I go, most of these people, how often do they come back? He's like, oh, 6, 8 weeks. I go, how often do people need a haircut? He goes, every 3 to 4 weeks, right? And his clientele, they're all business owners, they're all corporate, all this kind of stuff. I go, what would happen if you could systemize your entire business? If you could send me, I go, when somebody gets a haircut, they look good, feel good, they can close more deals in that area. That's what they do. I go, what would happen if everybody came back? If you instill this in them every time they're sitting in the chair, hey man, you're going to look good, go close some deals, kick some ass. He goes, that would be amazing. And he gets all his people around. Now they're all listening to me while this guy's cutting my hair. And now he's like, oh my God, I need a system. I do want to sell this business in 3 years. I need a lead generation system. I need a follow-up system. I need an SMS campaign, and I need a referral campaign. He goes, dude, how much is this going to cost? I'm like, it's probably going to cost you about $3.5 grand. He's like, done. Can we get started next week? So the guy's cutting my hair, and it's because he wants predictable revenue. That's what we sell, right? Predictable revenue, predictable leads, new leads coming in. He's got all these businesses around that he could offer specials to, all that kind of stuff. So yes, well, before we could all, you've got 3 of us on the panels here. All 3 of us could talk for an hour on lead generation. So I'm going to let you keep us in check.
It's interesting. So that's where I wanted to start, guys. And that's genuinely why I wanted to kick this off in this way, because we wanted to kind of focus on why are we here? What brought us all together, right? So we've got the central theme of leads, right? And every agency coming together, that's what everybody is here for. What are we here for? We're here for leads. Everybody's come to White Label Suite wanting to generate leads for themselves, and then understanding that what you have in your hands is the ability to offer that to a client. And we just had a Q&A call a few moments ago, and we were talking with Ethan and Ron and a few of our team there. Mike was on the call as well. Great to see you as well. And Jeff was there as well. Great to see you guys. We were talking about the fact that monitoring and managing the expectations of a client. Mr. Client, I'm going to do all of these things for you. So as Johan just said, we're going to create an SMS campaign. We're going to have the systemized follow-up procedure. We're going to create all of this stuff. All of that is what keeps a client sticky. It keeps them paying you every single month. They're seeing all of these things working in their business. That's what keeps them sticky. But what gets them started is leads, right? What gets people started is leads. And that is literally what blew our agency up when we stopped talking to businesses about automations. We stopped talking to business about web pages and funnels and surveys. And we just literally went out to market and we started saying, who wants 20 free leads? Our calendars blew up, right? And that's what we all came together for. Everybody here who joined White Label Suite, I'm sure, joined to grow their business. And that same thing is what your clients are feeling. So why we're all here, business growth is the key, all right? Business growth is the key. And for yourself and for anybody that you want to work with, business growth is your key. So we're going to share a couple of wins. And I'm not sure if Brad's on the call, but Chris, have you got a few of our people have had just amazing wins in the last short time? We've got testimonials on whitelabelsuite.com. Head on over there and read some of the stories. But like the wins just keep on coming, right? And I'm going to talk about the losses as well. But we've had some great wins in the last 2 days.
Yeah, we had Mitchell Lee. I don't know if he's on the call. He just jumped in the group. He's like, hey, just got a client today for $697 a month with a $500 setup fee. And now he's asking, what's the best way to, and the quickest way to onboard with the White Label Suite system? So he's obviously gone and made a sale before he set everything up yet, and knowing that we're going to support him, right? And that's what we're here for. It's like, go make your sale. Great. We've got everything. He was then told, it's going to be a one-click snapshot install, change a couple things and your client's ready to go, because obviously we've already built that up. Brad Alias is actually kicking butt. Like, he owns a cleaning business. He's now, because he knows the industry so well, he's now marketing to other cleaning businesses about how to get clients. And he's just doing cold email using the tool. He's literally just using the White Label Suite leads tool. He's now selling packages for prospecting because he can't take all the clients himself, right? I remember it was like the first week he'd made like 8 appointments, and then there was someone else I can't remember, but they were like, oh, we just had the GDPR.
Veronica, we just had Brad on our Q&A call. Like, he jumped on and jumped off, had a quick question and went, and he just said he's got 2 more appointments today and he expects one of them to close. He had 2 yesterday, and that the guy's already like said he's going to write the check. So just from when Brad started with us, which is only what, less than 30 days away, he's already
Yeah.
picked up 5 or 6 clients, paid money in the bank that I know of, which is amazing. Ethan was on our call as well. Ethan has picked up 2 clients and is now, his last one was just 3 days ago, and talking about how do we run this client out? How do we make this work? So the wins, Johan, we had a couple of other people that have just had massive wins in there as well. Ron, who's on our call, one of our long-time caller, first-time listener kind of things. No, Ron is always on our calls. Love it. Just picked up a couple of extra clients as well, like in the last week. You've heard some stories around the traps as well?
Man, Michael Cook, I think I've sent him about 30 grand worth of business just this last week.
Yeah.
He's been killing it. So he's close by, and we've been sending him work. We sent him a little bit of work, and the clients came back and went, oh my God, Johan, that guy you hooked us up with was incredible. So now we just keep sending him more and more and more. He's very happy. Who else we got?
There's a ton.
Sorry,
guys,
there's so many people.
There's so many people, and we're not saying this to brag.
Wait.
Yeah,
I got one. He gets on the phone with me. He's like, "Hey man, just letting you know, I've spent the last month watching every YouTube video that you guys have." I'm like, "Oh, dude, awesome. When did you sign up?" He's like, "I haven't signed up yet, but I've sold the system already to a multi-million-dollar corporation, and so I need to sign up today so I can go." I'm like,
amazing.
How awesome is that?
So guys, and these, we're not saying this to brag, right? Because I know that there's people in the room that are struggling, you know, and Torsten, as an example, I know for a fact, my friend, you've been with me for years, and like just trying to get that traction and the gears turning has always stayed, you know, as something as a constant. So it's not like, you know, sometimes guys, we can sit in a room and like this guy gets up and says his piece, and that guy gets up and says his piece, and we can sometimes sit there in the room and go, oh man, what am I doing wrong? You know, this is like, damn. So guys, we're not saying these wins to brag. What we're doing this for is to show you that you're in the right place, you're in the right group, you're in the right room, what's possible, right? Because it's a really interesting psychological phenomena, right? Before somebody ran the 4-minute mile, it was said to be impossible. It was actually said that the human body could not move that fast to break the 4-minute mile mark, right? Can't be done. And then Herb Elliott did it, and he was the first person to ever run the 4-minute mile. And then 12 more people did it in the next 6 months. What that shows me is that there's this barrier that everybody keeps hitting up against. And it's like, it can't be done. It can't be done. It can't be done. It can't be done. And then someone does it. And you're like, wait, it can be done? Holy dooly. Let's see what works from there. I can't just believe I said holy dooly on a live Zoom call, but there you go.
For all the Southerners in America.
Got to keep it PG, man. I got to keep it PG. Like, what I'm trying to get to, guys, is the fact that we shout these wins out and we say, I just want you to know that the 4-minute mile has been busted. You can do it. We've literally seen people come into the white label suite world, grab a snapshot and hit send and make sales within 24 hours, right? Real talk, real fact. And of all of the Q&A calls that I get on, and we're, again, live 5 days a week, the biggest thing that holds people back is the fear, right? I'm not quite sure, A, if I can do it, B, if it's going to work for me. I'm not ready. And there's a lot of things we want to talk about there as well. So I wanted to shout out a few wins because I really need you guys to know that the 4-minute mile has been busted. There are people in the group that are hitting send on the campaigns and having a success as a result, okay? But I also want to talk about the losses, right? Because it's not fair to just go win, 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 win. Everybody's ding, 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 right? There's people that have come through and have got nothing from White Label Suite, and I want to talk about why. Because as people have come through, we've seen churn going through, like there's this term in the SaaS world, you heard me say before, sticky. You want to keep your clients sticky, right? That sounds like a terrible thing to want for your clients. I want to keep my clients sticky. What that actually means in the SaaS world is they stick with you. They keep paying their monthly fee, right? And GHL as a incredible toolkit is designed to keep people sticky. How? By providing them so much value that they just don't go anywhere, right? So sticky. But the other term that we use in the SaaS world is the opposite of sticky, and that's churn, right? And so one of the biggest measurements as a SaaS company is how do we reduce churn? How do we stop people churning out? So our head of customer success, Ebony, who's met Ebony? Anybody been on calls with Ebony and got to hang out with Ebony a little bit? She is amazing. We absolutely love her. So her role, she is the head of customer success. Customer success has a few different departments. It has training and development. It has support. It has community, which is our social group, and it has retention. These are the departments. Thanks, Chris. These are the departments that Ebony heads up, right? So retention, churn is one of her key metrics. So Ebony did a survey of everybody that stopped White Label Suite, everybody that said, can you cancel my account? And who can tell me what the biggest reason was? The biggest reason why people stopped using the system was they didn't know how to use it. And they weren't using it, right? They didn't know, there it is, did not take action. The tech, Scott says it was too powerful. Yeah, maybe that's true in some cases. But no, the biggest reason that people were telling us that they stopped using the system was they didn't know how to use it and therefore weren't using it. $150 a month, which is our base level to get involved with White Label Suite, not only gets you the software, I'll talk about that in a second, but access to masterclasses. Who was on last week's call with Will? Like, to spend an hour with Will from last week is like, that's a $400 ticket right there. And we've got these masterclasses every week. The training, the Q&A, the support in the group, the snapshots that you get access to, the incredible tools. Like, $150 a month shouldn't be a drag on anybody. And then we throw the software in. We're like, you know what? And we'll give you a copy of the software so that you can generate leads for yourself as well as in that. So why is it then, from a business point of view, that we go, why is it that people can't see value in $150 a month? What is it? And it's not using the system. So one of the things that we like to do is examine our wins, yay, hooray, and also examine our losses. What's causing that churn? So we put in place a really cool initiative about 60 days ago, which is what we call the fast track to success. All right, guys, who's been through the fast track program? Can you give me a one if you've been through the fast track program? Let's have a look. Who's been through already? Dan, give us a one. I know that we've had Mike's been through the fast track. Awesome. Olive's been through the fast track. Awesome. Star's been through fast track. Kyle is in right now and says, love it. All right. Monica says one, she's been through the fast track. Susie's going through it right now. Cool. So we initiated the fast track to success. Okay. Now, the fast track to success is not so much about how to use the system, but how to set up your business so that it's ready to use the system. All right. Because a lot of people coming in, and again, this is the survey that we found, is that people come in and just like, I can't push go on this lead generation thing yet because I don't even know what I'm selling. I don't know what I've got. Like, what am I offering? And the fast track program is designed to cover all of that from start to finish. Create your offer, set yourself up for success, then turn the tap on, then get the leads coming in, then move them through into a system of follow-up, then actually growing the business. And I wish we had Ebony on the call, but I think she's actually doing Q&A calls right now. But we actually had somebody that literally in the group just posted, finished fast track program yesterday, got my first sale today. Right? So how can we help you guys to use the system? There is onboarding 3 times a week, right? So if you're, I don't even know what to turn on yet, get into an onboarding call, right? Onboarding is going to cover some very simple things: how to connect your system, how to create your first campaign, how to load up your snapshot, and how to be ready to hit send, okay, for the 20 free leads snapshot. So onboarding, you can come in and literally go through that onboarding. If you're struggling, go through it again. All right. So onboarding, you can book in on any onboarding system. I'm just going to drop the link in here. It is whitelabelsuite.com/onboarding. Onboarding, if I can type, booking. All right. So the very base, what is this thing? Go to onboarding. Next step. Okay, I've got my system. Now, what do I do? Get into the fast track program. All right. Now, the fast track program only has limited spaces because we limit our class numbers to 12. But here's the rub. We run 4 12-person classes per week, right? We actually have the Fast Track to Success program available for $997 at any time, $1,000. But if you're just getting started with White Label Suite, we get you through for free. How cool is that? Right? So we get you into the system for free. That's a $1,000 program. That is a 4-week system designed to take your business, get you started, get you stable, get you growth, get you a plan of action and move you forward, right? So I wanted to talk about the wins, the 4-minute miles possible, yeah? And it's really important that we talk about the losses. We have people that are coming in. What's really cool, like $100 million offers, right? Alex Hermosi. What's the drop dead offer? Getting White Label Suite and GHL together is a no-brainer offer. Chris, do you want to give us your spiel again, just to take the camera off me and make sure that we've got all of us involved and it's not just the Walt show? Give us the spiel. What is the drop dead offer that we're going to get? How many per month? We're going to do what? 3 to 6 times? What are we offering people?
While I'm saying this, I set up a funnel that people can go and get this as a PDF. Well, I don't remember where the URL is, but I don't know if you can find that. But essentially, the offer that we give to people, guys, so this is the offer that you're giving to your clients, right? Oh, Brad's coming into the room. Awesome.
Superstar.
So when you're getting on a call, when you're approaching the local business, and I've been talking to Sufyan about, he's been doing a lot of cold calls, and we've been talking about email and just calling the people who click and whatnot. But essentially, guys, here's the offer. Business owner, I'm going to, let me just come back a bit. We're going to go SaaS mode. Business owner, I got a system that's going to find you 1,000 of your ideal clients every single month. We're going to then help you formulate an email offer, and we're going to send them 3 to 6 emails every single month to all of those 1,000 prospects that we've found for you. We're then going to wait until they open, click, or respond. And as soon as they do, you're going to get a text message to your phone so that you can contact them straight away. On top of all of that, we're going to give you a CRM to manage those 1,000 prospects. You're going to be able to do 2-way text and calling with them. You're going to be able to send out monthly newsletters. You can even upload all of your old clients to the system to ask them for things like reviews. And this system is yours, completely complimentary with our offer. And all it costs is $500 per month. That's it.
So guys, that is absolutely the no-brainer offer. An offer that is so good that a business owner would feel dumb to say no to it, right? This is what that offer is. And Star, yeah, let me write that down. Guys, for a business owner, we're going to find and identify 1,000 of your ideal clients every single month. We're going to reach out to those ideal clients on your behalf. We're going to send them your messages. We're going to follow them up. And when they're interested, that's when we are going to be able to follow them up, get them into your calendar, book them in. And we're going to do that 1,000 times a month for less than $500, right? The reality is that this in itself is the no-brainer offer, okay? This is where you get to create something that a business owner would feel stupid saying no for you. And that's what you've got in your hands, yeah? So Chris is going to look for that link, which will be great. Meantime, so again, guys, I want you to understand what we've got in place. And Chris just asked, where can we get the fast track program? Let me see if I can make sure I get the right link, because if I give you the wrong link, you're going to be paying $1,000. But I want to give you the right link so that you can enroll for free. Now, again, guys, remember the fast track program is limited, and classes happen every single week. And I'm going to ask one thing. I've just dropped that in the chat box there. I'm going to ask one thing. If you're going to enroll in the fast track program, you are committing to finish it. All right. Don't get into this thing and go, because I'm giving you $1,000 worth of training course, and it takes our resources, right? It takes Ebony and Heather and Brianna. They're all running the fast track program. They're so invested in the fast track people's success that they spend a lot of time. So do me the honor of acknowledging that. And if you enroll, finish, because the only goal is to make you rich. So if that's okay, just like keep it in mind. Chris has just dropped the link in for that secret sales script. Guys, we're giving some gifts away. Like, how cool is this? So
we should have done it at the end of the call. Oh my God, I just broke all the rules.
You did break all the rules, because what's happening right now is that everybody's going and downloading that, and they're not listening to me, which is that's such a relief for me.
No, it's fine.
So
well, I just want to say, we got to get to showing them the
Yep.
new leads tool upgrades, man. This is like getting a new shiny car, and we want to show all the upgrades. And
don't you hate it when the salesperson just like wants to just walk you through the car and talk that through, and you're like, don't just give me the car. Let me drive. Rightio. So let's talk about the new version of our leads tool and what it means for you. So as you know, guys, our white label suite pinnacle program is our lead generation tool. It's what we created so that we can grow businesses, and putting it together with all the snapshots and the training makes it a no-brainer. The new version we released 48 hours ago has been 6 months in creation. And I just want to talk about this just for a moment. It's sometimes done in software that we upgrade programs, right? So we take what's there and we upgrade it. That's actually not what's happened in this case. We completely rewrote this program from the ground up for one specific reason, is that technology has moved and we needed better performance and better speed. So the first thing with our program, and some of our beta testers have already acknowledged this, we've had people beta testing this for more than a month, that it is faster and gets way more results than the old version. So the first thing that we're going to notice is that we have a massive speed and performance improvement. Okay, so I'll show you that. I'm going to talk through that there's more APIs in this program. We're going to talk about how you can link Zapier and Pabbly, and we're going to look at some filters, and then we're going to show you something really cool, which is demo mode. And then I haven't got it on this page deliberately, and then I'm going to show you something really, really cool. Who wants to see it? Just say me in the chat if you want to see it. I just want to make sure that everybody's still awake. Me in the chat. Me. All right, let's go, guys. Let's have a look at our new leads program. We're calling this Leads 2.0. And again, this is brand new. This is built from the ground up, been in testing and development for more than 6 months, massive investment. And everybody has access to this right now. This is rolled out 48 hours ago. All your links are updated. You may just need to do a clear cache if you're still seeing the old version. If you're just seeing a white screen, just do refresh. And you should be good to go. This is the new version of the program. So what's changed? It looks the same. Industry, people, single, there's a fair bit that's changed. So same things as always. And guys, remembering what we've started this program with, the 4-minute mile's been broken. You can go out and get sales and leads. Let me just do the quickest review of all time. If we select an industry and we're looking for a business type, I'm looking for business coaches. All right. And I'm looking for those business coaches in Chicago. The same things as we've had with the program are still in place. All right. So there's not that much, unfamiliarity, things that you need to learn. The change of the screens is a little bit different. So now the map's up on the top right-hand corner just to give a little bit more space here. But now we're starting to get those results and we're bringing them in. Okay. So the same things. Remember, the first thing is go and get your ideal client, bring them into your program. Now we can show your clients how to do this same thing. So we search for businesses. Okay. And as I click over onto that campaign, now we're going to start to see that results have come already. The speed improvements have really massively increased. Okay. And of course, we're able to get the emails here. We're starting to see the names. If they're available, first name, last name. If they're not available, we can't get them. But where they're available, we get them, right? Where we get cell phone numbers, we get them. Where they're available, all right? So first things first, what you have in your hands is an incredible way for you to grab your own leads, fill your own funnels, grow your own businesses, use the system. It's yours. You have it, right? So step one, the system. We choose a campaign, we set up, we search. Now let's talk about a few of the things that have changed. One of the first things that I want to talk about is that the one big difference from the old model up the top here used to be a thing that says API connections. It's moved, it's gone. So API connections is where you connect it to your GHL account, right? And I'll talk about that in just a second, how we actually do it. It's moved. That API connections now is over here underneath your name in the integration panel. And as I click on that, this is something very, very different in this version, is that you can now have multiple CRM connections, multiple GHL accounts. And this is a massive, massive thing. I'm going to talk about what that means for the people who want to do lead generation as a service in just a minute. But let's talk about how we can now connect our sub accounts to this lead generation tool. So I'm going to take you guys over to GHL, all right? Everybody knows GHL. Our version of GHL is called Comet. Our branding is Comet Suite. So let me just open this up. If our version looks different from yours, that's because we had the branding done by James and the team at Pimp My GHL. If you want to get your branding done, hit us up. We've got a special pricing from James, but we've got our GHL here, but this is the same as your GHL, all right? Launchpad, dashboard, tasks, conversations, it's all the same. To get the API key, all you need to do is come down to settings, all right, and click API key and just copy that to the clipboard, all right? Literally just copy the copy button, okay? And now back in our leads tool, we paste that in. But here's the thing, I can now connect this to multiple sub-accounts. So I'm gonna call this one Demo Company and put in the API key. Save. Done. So now I've got Demo Company. I can now go back and I can get another sub-account. And I can go, okay, now I also want to connect to White Label Suite, my main primary account. So I get my clipboard, I go back to my leads program and I connect it to another sub-account, White Label Suite. Paste. Done. Now I've connected to White Label Suite. Okay. Can I make the screen share bigger? On Zoom, guys, can you change me from gallery mode to speaker mode or something like that? If that's possible. So we can get that bigger.
Sure. I'll pin you 1 sec.
Cool, thank you. So now we can connect multiple sub-accounts across multiple agencies, Scott. Yes. Now, what that means is that we can now connect campaigns to individual sub-accounts. So if I wanted the business coaches campaign to connect to the White Label Suite, check this out. I can just come in here, come to settings, and I can say, disconnect from that one and reconnect to that one. All right. So I can literally come in here and select which sub-account each individual campaign is connected to. All right. So I can come into my property investors campaign over here and I can say, I want those to go into this sub-account over here. All right. So straight away, what I can do is run this as a service for multiple companies. Ron for yourself. So Ron Pumlington, one of our VIPs who purchased the top upgraded annual package, has got 60,000 leads to play with and now has clients. You can actually run those leads to multiple sub-accounts. All right. So that's change number one. All right. Change number one is that you can now have multiple sub-accounts. You can set them all up in your integrations tab and you can connect them all to individual campaigns. Cool, right? So now when I run a search and I choose that specific campaign and I run it, when I push my leads over to the CRM system, it goes to the connected sub-account. Cool, right? But that's not where our integrations end in this upgrade. And I'm super, super thrilled to show you this next bit. This next bit, if I come back to my integrations tab, my next bit in my integrations tab here is that I also have not only the CRM system. So notice that we didn't call it GHL. We called it the CRM so that, you know, people just know that it's your brand and your CRM. Click on custom integrations and we can add unlimited webhooks to our system. Now, what does that mean? What does it mean that I can add a webhook? That means I can come to Zapier, right? And let me just log in. Might need to do my, I'm already logged in. Cool. I can create a Zap, all right? And I can do this in Pabbly. I can do this in any of these programs. GHL webhooks, 100%, right? I can come in here and I can start an automation with a webhook by Zapier, okay? Choose the event of catch the hook. And guess what? It gives you a URL. Boom, a webhook URL. And now in my leads program, I can pop this in here, Zapier connection, and paste that webhook URL in here. Boom. I can do that with Pabbly.
I mean, this is crazy, Walt, because what this actually means is you can actually now go to a business who doesn't have GHL and you can sell this tool to them. So if they're using another CRM,
boom,
like HubSpot or Keep or anything like that, or Active Campaign, you can actually sell them the lead software and then just connect it straight to their other CRM. We've actually now opened it basically to every other business outside of GHL, which is crazy.
Wait, hang on. Let me just focus in on that for a second. Wait, what? You can sell this now as a standalone system. This is your white label lead generation program. Hey, Mr. Customer, I'd love to talk to you about my lead generation program, blah, blah, blah. The guy goes to you, oh, dude, that's GHL. I've been running HubSpot for the last 20 years. I'm not changing. You go, cool, no props. I can integrate directly into your HubSpot account just as easily. How cool, right? So David, yeah, just a little bit more detail, and we're going to cover this more in more detail, right? So I'm going to drop in here. You guys can still, I stopped screen share. So let me come back to screen share, share the right monitor. There we go. All right, doing this in Pabbly. So this is Pabbly leads test, give it a name. Same thing as Zapier. I literally start my automation with a webhook. First thing there in the system, get a webhook, get that URL, come back to my leads program and go, this is my Pabbly connection. All right, Pabbly. If I can type Pabbly, there we go. Paste it in, copy, paste. Nothing more technical than that. All right. Now I've got a Pabbly connection. Okay. And now I'm connected up to Pabbly. Now what I can do is if I say now this particular campaign, let's grab one here, this campaign, this demo leads campaign, I don't want that to go to my GHL account. I want that to go to HubSpot via Zapier. All right, cool. So in my settings, now I come in here and I can now see that I don't want this to go to my CRM. I want this to go through Zapier or Pabbly. All right. Now at the other end from Zapier and Pabbly, so now it comes into Pabbly and I say, okay, cool. Where do I want it to go from here? HubSpot. Okay. And now it comes into Pabbly from our lead system, hits Pabbly, goes straight to the HubSpot CRM. Okay. What about straight to, I don't know, Salesforce? There we go. What about just a Google Doc? All right. Go straight into a Google Doc. There it is. Right. So,
I mean, with Zapier and all this, I mean, you could really literally do anything. You could even just connect it to your Gmail account and start sending emails.
Absolutely.
It absolutely opens this up, blows it out completely.
Hey guys, how cool. We've nearly filled our room. We've got 100 people on the call. Very, very cool. Right. So now within the new version, you can create and connect unlimited GHL accounts and custom connections via webhook. Literally any API webhook can now be integrated into this system. All right. So that's kind of two changes that we've talked about already in addition to the speed changes. Next, what I want to show you is, and this has come from customer feedback, which is really, really cool. So let's say, for example, that I've got these leads. I've run my search. I've got some leads here, and I can see that I've got Sophie and Greg and Amanda and Emily and Louisa, and I've got all these leads in this particular one. And I come down to this one, and I've got Sue at Bloxbridge, and I've got, info at, damn. I don't really like to send to info at email addresses. You know, that seems to be a thing. Oh, but hey, by the way, just on that note, guys, don't dismiss company email addresses, right? This is my own personal thought and from personal experience. As an example, if you email walt@whitelabelsuite.com, I will get that email. I might not respond because I get too many, but I will get that email, right? Whereas if you send to walt@Comet Suite or walt@whitelabelsuite, I'll get that email, right? Whereas if you send to info@whitelabelsuite or info@Comet Suite, I get that email. Chris gets that email. Johan gets that email. Ebony checks that email. Like our whole team gets that email. In fact, that's the email that's plugged into our GHL dashboard. So it'll go into conversations and you'll probably even get a response from Alex or Brianna or any of the number of the team. So why wouldn't you email the admins at and the infos at just as a personal point?
Now I know where to send funny memes.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, if you send funny memes, I'll probably is your best chance of getting through because at least I'll send you a haha emoji back. But let's have a look. Now, what you can do within the system, if you so choose, is you can filter your results. All right. So I've got all these results and I've got all these things, but I just don't want to send out to admin at, sales at, whatever it might be. So now what you can do is you can come up into the search bar here, hit the filters icon, all right, and filter by email address. And just like GHL, you can have is or is not. So I might go is not admin at, apply. What about also is not info at, apply. All right. And now I can take out all of the records that aren't the ones I want to send to. What about, we've had situations where we've had multiple branches of the same company, right? So I just want to find all of one particular company or all of one branch. We can filter that now. So we can filter by company name, where it is or is not, where it's empty or isn't. I can filter out where the contact first name is not empty. So only get me the ones where I've got the first name results, so I can put that into my email campaigns. All right, now guys, just as a sub note, something to be aware of, right? As a company, we have a hard cost incurred every time a search is run. That's why we can't just go unlimited and make it 10 million or whatever. So for $150 a month, we have 1,000 search results guaranteed in our industry result with an email address. If you choose not to use them, that's your choice, but the credit will still be used. So if I search for 1,000 and then I filter and say, take out all the admins and the infos and the whatever, and I started with 1,000 and I'm left up with 700, okay, you've still used the credits. You use the credits when your search is run, but you can now make sure that you're only connecting or emailing the people that you want to connect with. All right. So really cool when we're running, for example, our people search now, that you can run a people search and you can come in here and then filter by the ones that do or don't have email addresses. Okay. Or when you're running a particular industry search campaign, you can remove out the sales at, help at, etc. Okay. So that's change. Another change I wanted to talk about is filters. Who thinks that's pretty cool? Let me just read some of the things. So we've got our API connections, multi-sub accounts. We've got the speed improvements. We've got now Zapier and Pabbly. We can have different sub accounts with different APIs, which is cool. Mark says, how do you split up the 1,000? You might run 100 to one campaign, 100 to another campaign, 500 to the next campaign, etc. Can it import 2 or more emails now that you can import more than one into GHL? Olive, yes, 100%. You can import as many as you want to. So Katie, yeah, all of the leads are generated inside of the white label suite app. All right. Jeannie, the fast track link there. iRock, thanks. Appreciate that. And Jeannie, all right. Guys, I just, anybody that wants to put a you rock comment into the thing, you'll get attention. So Rob says, this is awesome. Love it. Cool, cool, cool. Can it go to multiple places? Lee, yes, 100%. What if you wanted to send the leads to your sub account and also to Zapier? Yes, 100%. So one of the things you can't do, that's a great question. Let me just focus in on that at this point. One of the things you can't do is you can't send to 2 GHL accounts at the same time. So if I try to send to CRM and white label suite, can't do it. But I could send to my GHL account from this one, and I could create a custom webhook inside of GHL. They have custom webhooks now. So I could have a custom webhook in another sub account and hook it up as a custom integration. Yep, 100%. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, guys. So let's keep moving forward. I've got a couple of other things that I wanted to cover in our changes. So Zapier and Pabbly filters. Demo mode. Demo mode. So one of the big pieces of feedback, and I get this question, or we saw this question so early in our careers, and we looked after people who came to us with this. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, just pause for 1 second. The one and the only John Loger in the room. John, amazing to see you guys. John Loger is one of our trusted friends, partners, advisors here within the White Label Suite group. John is incredibly giving of his time and expertise. His training is in our members area, talking specifically about how to make a stack of cash by using this system and some of the incredible things that John does. John, love you, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, and just wanted to give another shout out as well. Teresa Sage just joined us in the room. We were talking about wins earlier. Teresa has had just some incredible wins in the legal space, new clients, people paying her every month, just having amazing things happening for her property investment business as well. Teresa Sage, amazing to see you. Great to have so many people in the room. Guys, there's Mike McAfee's here as well, one of our new people. Amazing to see you, Mike. Guys, I can't do the shout outs for everybody. There is literally 100. We're at max capacity. We're at max capacity on our Zoom call. Can somebody take a screenshot of that, please?
Hey, well, actually, I was just about to do that. Guys, can you do me a favor? Can you please turn on your screens just for 1 second? You're so pretty. I want to have a photo. I want to remember this. Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2.
I love it. So good. 100 people on a call. So, guys, we've talked about all kinds of stuff, and where I was getting to was demo mode. I'm conscious of time. talking about demo mode, a lot of people popped up into our group early on, and they were like, dude, I've run my 1,000 leads and I've got a demo coming up on Wednesday and I've got no more leads left. Holy dooly. So that's 2 in a call, guys, 2 holy doolies in 1 call. So we were obviously looking after you guys. We're like, okay, cool. Let me hook you up with another 100 leads, you know, just you want to make you able to have that. But there was always this thing in our group. There was always this thing. It's like, I'm paying for my leads and I got to run demos. So I got to kind of keep a section of my leads aside. So I can't run as many leads as I want to, because I still got 10 calls coming up and I'm busting my leads. I want to introduce you to demo mode. All right. So demo mode now is in our system and allows you to demo without burning your credits. And it goes like this: come up and create a new campaign. All right. And let's give that a name. So this is demo for industry, for the industry search. Now, what we can see is it's the industry search, people single, same as we had before. But if you tick this box, demo mode, something cool happens. So we have got now demo, right? And now we can run our search with our demo campaign. But here's the caveat. The campaign search in demo mode is limited to static data. All right. This is how we can do it so you don't burn credits. Still has the same look and feel and allows you to demo. So you can see that as I click now, I can't free type. I can't just type in anything. I get to choose from business coaches or realtors, constructions, accountants, or mortgage brokers. These are the top 5 searches from our history, right? So I wanted to make it easy for you guys to be able to do this. So I say, let me show you how you can find accountants. Now, we also have only 5 locations, 3 in the US, London, and Sydney. So I might say, let me show you accountants in Miami and do my search. And now I can run my demos as many times as I possibly want to. I get real information, guys, by the way, like real genuine information. I'm sure I've got all of the email results coming through. Like everything is the same. You're just not burning any credits, right? So demo mode exists in all of our search methods. All right. So let me turn on the demo mode here. So I can show off my demo mode in any of my search models. All right. New search. Now I get a choice. We've got the top 5 industry searches or people searches. So we've got CEOs, the female founder of a tech startup, a sales manager, and again, locations, go. So now you can do a demo on a call and not burn any credits. Guys, feedback. What do you reckon? Good? Give me a 1 if that's cool. Give me a 1 if you can now go and do more demos than you could before because you're not worried about burning your credits. Woo! Happy days. So happy days. Now, guys, I've got 7 minutes left of our allocated time, and I've got a little bit more to cover. But one of the cool things that I really want to cover, and let me do my screen share back again. All right. So now what we've talked about is that you can do all of these cool things, and it's amazing. And you can connect up to Pabbly and Zapier, which means you can sell this as a standalone system. And now you can have your own brand when you do it. You can literally create a subdomain on your own domain, and you can make this your standalone tool. So no longer will it show up as leads.cometsuite.com. It can now be your brand name.yourdomain.com in any branding. Okay. And I've got the IP address on the screen there. And as an example, one of our beta testers put this up yesterday, leads.playwithvideo.com. That's a domain they had. So now leads.playwithvideo.com looks like our lead generation software. But there's no Comet in sight. There's no save account that has Comet on it. You can literally sell this as a standalone program under your own brand, under your own name, and direct people to this system. You can make the sale through the licensing dashboard. The emails get delivered from your GHL, all that kind of stuff. People can now come to your domain, and I want to do this as the world's fastest Cloudflare, how to do it. So let's say you've got, and again, guys, this is all in the training. You don't need to kind of scramble for notes right now. But if you've got Cloudflare, you've got all your domains, wherever you set up your DNS records, right? So I've got a domain here. Let's go with, I don't know, This one, yoursoftwarehelp.com. Okay, cool. That's a domain we own. I want to set up my lead system on that domain. Okay, so now all I do is I come across to my DNS and I create a new record, which is an A record. All right. All I need to do is copy and paste. And again, I'm going to, we've got this IP address in the system, 35.202.50.27. I can't copy it from my thing, so I'm going to have to remember it. So this is going to go to 30.
You remember the IP address?
30.202.50. Was it 27 the last one? Memory games. Cool. 35.202.50.27. Didn't do too bad. 35.202.50.27. One number wrong. There we go. But now I want to put this on. So I'm putting it on Your Software Help. I want to put it on leads.yoursoftwarehelp.com. Leave the orange box ticked and just click on save. And hey, guess what? Now, if I go to leads.yoursoftwarehelp.com, boom. I've got my own software under my own brand on my own domain in about 10 seconds. If you can type quicker than I can. Boom.
It's like a circus. Like, man, it's like, and now I'll perform this trick for you. Boom. And
I love doing it on a Zoom because like there's nothing short of a live audience, right? You know, that could have easily busted up on me and I would have had to make some sort of excuse. But there you go. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you now have the opportunity to sell this under your own brand. You can connect it to any webhook. You can connect it to any CRM and all good things are happening. All right. So this is great. So what this means for you, and this is where we just want to finish up what this means for you. Guys, we've got an incredible snapshot deal for our white label suite members where you can get 40 snapshots in individual niches. These are niches like window cleaning, just like Brad Elias has done. You can use window cleaning, landscaping. You've got automotive detailing. You've got roof repair. You've got plumbers. You've got electrical. Snapshots are ready for you. You can go and grab a snapshot for electricians. You can use this leads tool and you can go out to electricians and you can deliver to them instant wins. You can do leads as a service, all right? Leads as a service. So now, as Chris said, you can charge per lead. You can literally connect multiple GHL sub-accounts. You can do the nurturing and the setup for them, all right? You can, now this is massive, guys, and deserve it of me stopping screen share for a second. Scale your own business. Use the leads tool. Remember what I said before about our losses. The people that drop out from us simply don't use the tool. The people that use the tool don't go anywhere. Just like Teresa Sage is making some money. I can see her nodding right now, right? Use the tool to grow your business. It's the biggest opportunity on your doorstep, right? Get leads, run them through your system, create your ideal offer and move it forward, all right? Now, guys, Chris gave you the free gift of a sales script a little while ago. Mark just said, is there a leads for solar? Yeah, in that 40 snapshot bundle is a solar company leads program. So let me just drop that in there. Can you grab there you go. Thank you. Johan, dude, your fingers are faster than mine. That's amazing. That's 40 snapshots for like all in one. You get 40 snapshots for the price of one, guys, in that deal. So
it's actually like 45 or something, but we keep saying 40 for some reason.
There's more. We keep adding to it.
I say 40.
It's about $7 a snapshot right now.
Yeah, it's amazing. I say 40 so that when you get in there and go, there's 45, you feel like, wow, like, you know, I could tell you there's only 10 and then you get in there and go, oh my God, I think I bought the wrong thing. There's 40 plus snapshots. Go and have some fun. That's where the opportunity is. All right, guys. So Chris gave you the script earlier. All right. I was going to give you a free gift. And one of the things I wanted to do was show you how to structure a demo, all right, which I think we might need to do on a different call. But how to structure a demo. Hook to get the meeting. Guess what that is? That's 20 free leads. Hey, who wants 20 free leads? Come and have a demo. Then the most important part of the demo, Lex, I hope you're listening, is the opening. All right. We ask questions like, so where do we find you? Right? How's business? The important question of what's a customer worth to you? Because if you can get that answer, just like we talked about with Ethan on the call this morning, you only need to get one sale in 6 months to pay for this thing. So cool, let's run it. What's a customer worth to you? Then we do the presentation, and there's a specific way to do a presentation. We showcase the system, and that system is GHL. We talk about automations and opportunities. We talk about that, like, before we get to showing the leads, we show them the system, then we show the leads. We get agreement all the way through by going like this. Does that make sense to you? I just want to pause. Guys, I'm asking you a genuine question. Does that make sense to you? Can you nod? Wow, look at all the nods. This is talking about getting agreement all the way through a demo. You want to ask questions like, does that make sense to you? Would that be valuable? Is that the kind of thing you're looking for? Are these the leads? Are these your ideal clients? Do you only work in the local area? If I can get you more people like this, would it be valuable for you? Would you like a full calendar? Yes, 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 yes. Because then when you get to the end and you go, would you like to get started? Yes. All right. So we talk about how to set up a demo, and there's a very specific way of doing that. And then we talk about the close. All right. This is one of the most important things that we deliver in the Fast Track to Success program, is what we call a proven process. And I went through this with Jeff on last week's Q&A call. Documenting a proven process that you do for a client is massively important. And it looks like this. Step one, when we start working together, step one, I'm going to come in and analyze your existing website, your landing page, your offer, the situation that you've got. I'm going to come and do a bit of research. Step two, I'm going to make sure that your collateral's up to date. So I'm going to create a landing page, forms, a survey, a follow-up campaign. I'm going to make sure everything's ready. Step three, I'm going to bring the leads in and we're going to start to test and warm up your email campaigns. Step four, I'm going to monitor and analyze. I'm going to run tests and whatever over the next 3 to 4 weeks. And step five, we're going to get back together in 30 days and do a bit of a review. When you, and guys, do not deliver that verbally. Put that into a PDF document and put it on their desk or on the Zoom call with them, okay? Because I want you guys to give these people a proven process step by step. And if you've never had a client before, it's proven by the other members of White Label Suite. It's already been proven. So it is a proven process, right? But put that on a PDF. So what I was going to do was show you all this, but instead I don't have time. What I'm going to do instead is just show you a video, and it's 3 minutes long. And let me just see if I've got this here. I thought I did. I'm going to show you a video. There it is. And I'm going to optimize for sound and thing, and then I'm going to come back to you. All right. So here's a quick video. Hi, using our lead generation tool, we're going to show you how you can find, identify, communicate with, follow up, and book in your ideal clients thousands of times per month using this advanced technology. Being able to find your ideal client is as simple as a few clicks within the program. You can look in any industry, in any niche. You can then add those ideal clients to a series of contacts, and when they raise their hand and show they're interested, you'll be able to follow them up automatically, booking them into your calendar and receiving an SMS alert when somebody is interested in what you have to say. This proven process is driven by those leads, those ideal prospects, and adding them into the system allows you to drive your sales funnels forward quickly and easily. Let's have a look at how we can generate those leads. The 3 different methods of search. We can have an industry search where we look by vertical or by niche, allows us to search in any location anywhere in the world. The people search, tapping into LinkedIn, finding those ideal people by their roles, and the single search where we can target individual companies at a time. So we might be looking for a business coach in Miami, and within a few seconds, we start to find those results instantly within the program. Coaches, we have their business name, their business address, their reputation and website. We have their phone numbers. And in the background of the program, the system automatically is looking for their contact information. When it finds that information, we have their first name and last name if that's available. We can even get their cell phone numbers if they're available, and we find all of this publicly available information straight away. Now from here, we can put that into our proven process and reach out to those ideal prospects. So we could find any industry. It might be accountants in Miami, it might be business coaches in Seattle, it might be construction workers in Germany, or it might be landscape gardeners in Sydney. Anything by industry is possible. Finding people by their roles within companies is easy too. We could be looking for the CEO of startup tech companies in London. And again, within a few seconds, we're able to target those ideal prospects using the system. the CEO of tech startups, now we have their name and their position, we have the company they work for, and direct contact into their LinkedIn profile. So we can communicate with them on multiple platforms. And again, the system is looking for their personal information to connect you with these ideal clients. You can also search by your dream customer, the single client, where you might be looking for the way to reach a particular person at a specific company. So whether it's Tesla.com, or you're looking to get free media exposure from Forbes, the system will find those ideal prospects in just seconds. And this allows you to find, identify, and communicate with your ideal prospects. And combining lead generation with the process of automated outreach, being able to follow up and qualify, being able to alert your sales team and fill your funnels with the ideal prospects is the purpose of this system. Finally, you'll be able to reach out to your ideal prospects. You'll be able to put them into your sales funnel, and you'll be able to qualify and meet with your prospects on a regular basis. Using advanced technology is something that you can implement into your business today. Reach out and get in touch with us and get started with our lead generation system today to start generating sales for your business. Alrighty. Did anybody notice that there was zero branding on that video? Who wants it? Who wants that video to help sell the system and the leads program for themselves? Well, guess what? That video is now available in your members area as of right now. If you come across to your membership area, okay, you log into app.whitelabelsuite.com, come down to the training and resources section, and you come to...
Screen, well.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
No worries.
Which screen am I sharing?
The video.
Okay. Can't find my share button. Okay, there it is. Stop share. Start share. Share the right desktop. And Chris, even though he looks beautiful, will disappear. And now you can see the right screen. Come into your members area. Come down to your level 2. All right. Come down and just keep scrolling until you get to conducting a sales call. And the white label sales demo is right here. That video is live in the system right now. And you can download it, add it to your own links, add it to your own pages, send it out to people. It has no branding. It has no email. It has nothing except an Australian accent. And if you want to, of course, you can take my voice off, get somebody else to voice it for you if you want to. But that is now yours, your video to sell your lead system under your brand for your price. All right. So guys, I'm running out of time, but I just wanted to cover off your next steps, what you can do to dominate in the next 90 days. And even though I said this was going to be a show with the three of us, I've still taken most of the mic time, and I apologize for that. But guys, grab a snapshot and fire it out for those quick wins. Prep your proven process, get it onto paper, all right? And get the word out. Focus on the quick wins that you can pick up, and commit to proactively chasing your leads and loading your funnels. Johan and Chris, you want to jump in and just give some thoughts on the team here and what they can do for next steps?
I was busy replying to everybody in the messages. Guys, we are so excited. This is just one of the main updates that's coming up. As I mentioned in the chat over there, we'll be coming to Dallas in October. So anybody who wants to, join us, we're thinking about spending a whole day doing a massive mastermind, getting everybody together. Let me know if there's interest. There has been. Thank you so much for everybody who's messaged me. We'll put out an email on that. That's going to be exciting. Go, Chris. You're smiling.
No, I was just looking at John because he's like doing all these like Superman moves over here, jiu-jitsu moves. That's actually where John and I met in Dallas. We were walking down the hallway and he's like, "What are you guys doing here?" And I'm like, "Are you Aussie?" And he's like, yeah, mate, I'm Aussie. So are we. Anyway, it was great. So we'll see you in Dallas. But no, just quickly back to what Walt asked, the things that you can do, guys, in the next 90 days, just take action, just click send, right? Like, you just got to pick up that phone. I've been loving talking to Sufyan, if he's still on this call, because he is just absolutely not scared to pick up his phone and make a cold call, let alone a warm call to an email that he's sent to someone who he knows has already opened and clicked. Like, this is game changer, guys. Just getting in front of people, making sure they know who you are and what you do, getting them onto that demo with that 20 free leads hook, right? It is crazy. I was actually going through our old funnels. We booked 768 appointments from our 20 free leads snapshot, our 20 free leads, right? And that was in a matter of months before we literally had to turn off our calendar bookings, right? Like, guys, it is one of the best ways I've seen in the industry to get people on scene demos. It's this reciprocity move. I'm giving you 20 free leads. Hey, just come and get them. You're not following them up. You're not being annoying to them. You're actually giving them something, whether they purchase or not. But then once you're on that call, it's your opportunity to show off the system, right? Show them the quick wins, show them the leads that you can generate for them. The same feeling that you guys got the first time you ever saw the lead system is the same feeling they will have, but the product is yours, guys. It is yours to tell them that you've built, to tell them that you own, right? It's yours to go and sell. So we're here to support you. The community is active. It's more active than I've ever seen before. We've got multiple people, almost 24-hour coverage on our support desk. If you guys ever need help, we've got our conversations tab always open. Guys, we're here for you with anything that you need. And obviously the members area, the YouTube, I mean, I'm not sure how much more we can support you guys, but it's all there for you guys.
Hey guys, I want to share one more quick little story. Now, one of the ways we closed a client, now this is probably about 5 years ago. There was this guy who used to walk around the office, and he's got the biggest company in the, everybody knew that he was the big dog in town. And so we'd see him walking up and down. We saw his advertising, and his advertising sucked, like most big companies do, because they've got so much red tape. Now you have the ability to be agile. So I went and I started talking to one of his staff. And his staff told me that he used to pay $800 to get a person sitting down in front of one of his salespeople. It took me literally 2 hours. I created a Facebook page, created a Facebook ad. I ran a campaign. I generated 16 leads for him on my money, right? I spent $250 to get those leads, to connect it up so that his phone was ringing, his sales staff's phone was ringing. And on Monday, he comes to my office and he's like, dude, you're sending us leads. We keep getting these voicemails. You are getting another lead from my company. He's like, we haven't employed you. I'm like, that's right, but this is results in advance. This is how much we believe in our ability to generate your leads. How would you like to sit down and talk? And by the way, here's how much I spent to generate those 16 leads. He was blown away. We won the contract. The reason for sharing that story with you is you're all brilliant at what you do. And Chris keeps saying, give away 20 free leads, 20 free leads. It might not be just to do the demo. You've got all these amazing systems in your brain that you can just connect up a few little things. It doesn't take you long. You've got it all set up there. You're not missing anything. So go put results in advance. People will love you for it. They'll know that you're invested in their company. And now you can close the deal. So yeah, thanks guys.
Amazing. Thanks, guys. So we are 12 minutes over time. I apologize for that. It's not unusual if you've been on my Q&A calls. It is absolutely awesome to have each and every one of you with us. Today, we maxed out our Zoom room. If you didn't manage to get in, you're watching this on a replay, thank you so much for being part of our world. And to everybody that's here on the call, guys, we do what we do so that you can win. If we help you win, then we grow as a company. And the fact that we've grown so fast over the last 12 months is just proof to us that the more we help you win, the faster we get to grow. So work with us and let's all win. From Chris, Johan, and myself, thank you. It is the greatest honor and privilege of our lives to be associated with you and in this community, helping these businesses of yours grow and succeed. Let's take that message forward. Grab what you've got. It is all in your hands right now. You've got everything at your fingertips. We're here to help and support. Let's go after it. Let's go get it this week, guys. Amazing to see you. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the group. We'll see you on the calls. We'll see you in and around White Label Suite. This is our team saying thank you to you, and let's go and have the best month ever. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
See you guys. Bye-bye.